All things transform. I know that all things transform, and all things transform into illusion or truth, and it is up to my attention, belief, and consciousness to choose how I will transform my life. I know that to my highest potential, in God's will, in alignment with my own, all things transform into what they need to be. Every subtle but powerful secret, subconscious headspace that I can have overlays my reality and becomes a vibe that I traverse time-space in, and that creates my world. As I go deep into the center of myself and feel all my thoughts of the day, I perceive my perception and can transcend or release it. I remember that behind everything is the dark to which it came from. On a hot day, in the sun, in the forest, in the trees, even in the supermarket, I remember this dark, this behind everything womb of the universe. If I live from this place in all time, I can see clearly how unreal reality is. If I stay here in the unreal illusion of reality, knowing this as truth, I can imagine or become aware that I might be dreaming right now. My world is as real as a dream, since everything that I'm experiencing is an image that is generated in front of darkness. In dreams, I feel sensation that is just as real as waking life. So how do I know that I'm not dreaming right now? I welcome not knowing as I begin to decide how I want to perceive, how I want to dream today. Experience like surfing a wave, experience like going on a journey where my emotions, my thoughts, and my feelings determine what I will see, what I will notice, what I will allow myself to perceive. I am constantly traversing my own waves of consciousness as I witness my reality and act and live how I want to and be how I want to be. I continue to improve my dream as I notice ways of being that might be different from my highest integrity. I continue to remove these silent, subtle overlays of consciousness as I let go of more and more illusionary thoughts and let go of ways that I act with myself that seem different from the truth when I go back to my own center and feel their illusions. I still love the illusions that I traversed in and the people who I met through those illusions and the hurtful ways towards myself and them that we acted together. I still have compassion for their suffering and my own in our illusionary ways of being that we didn't know we were doing together. Sometimes they still don't know. And in being true with myself, I let them see the truth of me. Sometimes they don't, and I understand that that's part of their journey as they sift through their own illusions of inherited fear. I trust their journey of coming back to self, and I know that I will meet them again in the all, when they remember the heart of the all too. I know that I lose no one in the heart of God, since that is where we all return to anyway. So when people leave my life, I am aware that I will see them again in the highest heaven. I look forward to meeting them in deeper authenticity and allow myself to bless forgiveness on them as they make their way home. As I transform, my world transforms. My world changes in synchronicity, and I perceive my dreams reflecting my waking life, and my waking life reflecting my dreams. Everything is changing, and within the change is a stillness between the sound. This stillness knows that every change is a mask that life plays, and that life is witnessing each different act in the center stillness. Everything transforms, and in the center of everything is a certain stillness that is immobile and always the same. This sameness is invisible, unthinkable, beyond the mind, beyond the knowing. Most people see this unknowable after they die, when their perceptions are no longer limited to the temporary, rigid perception of the physical form. However, it is possible to see this perception now and always, if you allow yourself to hear the silence in all sound. Some people are so scared of this perception of transformation of all illusion that they cling to everything they know out of fear of losing everything, since deep down, this is usually called fear of death. It can also be called deep attachment to illusion. People can cling to anything, whether it be a job, a school, a perception, a fixed goal, an addiction, religion, money, status, fame, sex, gambling, whatever. It can be an entire way of life. And it can also be a regular life. For most people, it is a regular life that they cling to. And it is socially acceptable to cling to this. And people can spend lifetimes clinging to their perception of normal. God allows you to cling for as long as you want because you have free will. Those who cling the most and fear death the most die the quickest, since in the nature of things, everything needs to balance out, and when one is overly perpetuating one way of existence, the other way will eventually need to be honored and will show itself. So, in the deep avoidance of the void is at every door. The way to be immortal is to live in the transformation. The key to immortality lies in the hands of those who remain in the faceless stillness of life that wears each mask of transformation.